it's me, Aunty. So for today's quick tips, I'm going to be looking into shading the eyelashes and the nose of my character. This is probably going to be much quicker than the other video, I think, so let's just dive straight into it and let's go through some of the things that I do to make these little parts of her body pop out. Okay, alright, let's start with the nose. First of all, usually what I like to do when it comes to black is say for example your character is a red character, rather than just using like this grey or this dark black that's just like on the grey scale, put it in the middle and make it like a you know, a blackish red. If your character is blue, do the same. Make it, rather than just making it like a flat black or a grey scale, put a little bit of blue in there. Just something that I like to do. I think it looks nice. But anyway, to shading, yeah. So let's take the darker shade of the nose. So her nose is currently this bluish black. Let's just make it a very dark bluish black. So the light source of this picture, the light will be coming in from I'd say from this direction. So the top of the nose, we won't shade that obviously. So where you want the shadow to be, select that area. I use the lasso tool to do it. So, like that. And get a soft brush. There's two ways you can do this. It's fairly straightforward. Get your soft brush and just shade it ever so slightly along that line. Now make sure the bottom isn't like, you know, it's completely flat like that, because that you're doing cell shading basically. You don't really need to do that. Just blend it in. Alternatively, you can flat color it and then you can get your eraser tool as a soft brush and erase from the bottom. That's usually the way I do it. Is put in your flat color and then erase from the bottom. So you've got this nice selected area and a nice gradient going through it. And then soften a little bit with a smudge tool. So, not by much. You're just getting rid of those hard edges. Have a little zoom out and take a look at it. Looks nice, yep. Cool. So on top of that layer, you're gonna do your highlights. So make a new layer. Now with the reflection of the nose, the best way that I like to do this is I either take the color of the character's eye or the character's skin. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's just use the eye. So I like to think that a character's eyes are so bright and they're so shiny and beautiful that they reflect off the surface of the nose. So this lovely green, I like to put it here. And just do a nice round circle. But then get your smudge tool and drag it along. Make that a little bit bigger. Like that. And then underneath, just follow the line with the same color. Like that. And again, smudge that in. And then lower the transparency. So that's using the color of the eyes. Alternatively, you could use the color of the character's skin. So you don't have to do that all again. You can just go to like whatever your color changing options are, your hue and saturation. You can just change that to whatever you like. Maybe a nice teal like that. And yeah, lower the transparency. I like the blue with this one, so I'll probably stick with that. Okay, so on top of that layer, make a new one, and this time get a nice solid white, perfectly white, and do the same thing but make the circle a little bit smaller inside that, and then drag that along. You're following that same line, that same shape. Same with the bottom. Just add a little white dot and smudge that in. Then when you zoom out, you get this really nice shiny nose. Yeah, and I think it looks really pretty. Again, that undercolor here, this blue that I've used, you can, if your character is red and they've got yellow eyes, maybe use like an orange that meets in the middle and just kind of fit that color to your character's colors. If your character is in a pink room with a really bright pink light, you could use a light pink and then the white on top of that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do eyelashes now. So this is another basic one, and again, you're going to be using those same colors. You could use the green as a reflection of the character's eyes, or if your character's got orange eyes, you could use orange, or you could use the character's skin color again, so if they're blue or if they're red, use that color. But for now, we're going to be using the same color that we used in the nose's reflection, which is this really nice teal. Okay, so on a new layer, you're gonna do some little zigzags. Make it like a tornado. Nice tornado shape. And then the ground below the tornado there. Yeah, and on the other side, do the same. Make some zigzag shapes. Make a little tornado go into the ground. And then color the ground in underneath the tornado. Cool. Now get your smudge tool. And on the edges of this tornado, drag it left and right. Left, right, left, right. And again, on the other one, left, right. Smudge it in, blend it in. And you can bring it all the way along if you want to, if you really want to make those eyelashes really stand out. And drag it all the way along if you want to. If it's a bit too much, just get your eraser. And just keep blending until it feels right for you. Yeah, cool. So zoom out, take a look at your work. Nice and shiny, really pretty. And a layer above that, just like the nose, you're going to take a nice bright white. Just to go back one step, actually, again, if you change the colors of it and just use your hue saturation, you know, maybe the green does look nice because her eyes are reflecting onto her eyelashes, so you could do that. And just see what looks nice. Maybe the red because she's got red eyeshadow on, or pink because she's in a pink room. Play with the colors, have fun with it. But okay, yeah, on top of your new layer, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make a little white tornado inside that tornado. And that's going to touch the ground. Draw the ground in it. Okay, tornado. And then put the ground in. And use your smudge tool and blend that in. I would suggest with the white, reduce the transparency on this. You don't want it to be incredibly shiny. You don't want it to look wet. You want it to have that sort of like just a solid but shiny texture to it, like that. If you want to add a little bit more definition to the eyelashes themselves, you can do that. So take that same blue that you used on a new layer and just underneath the eye do a couple of lines, 1, 2, 3, and then smudge those in as if they're reflecting off the color of the eyes. Alternatively, if you want to do it on top of the eyelash, say your room's all yellow, you could make the top of the eyelash yellow, like that, if that's where your light source is coming from. And you can just smudge that in, like that. But obviously, our room isn't yellow. We don't have a colored room right now, so I'll change that to the same blue that we've been using for the nose and the eyes. There you go. We have shaded the eyelashes and the nose. So yeah, nice and basic. I'm not going to go into too much detail with these videos. I'm going to make them nice and short and let you guys have a little practice on the next step. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment at the bottom and feel free to subscribe as well. And thank you very much for watching.